I hope she don't think that I think that she's some kind of hoe. That just lets me know that she knows what she wants. I hope that she don't think that I think that she's some kind of hoe. Y'all, welcome to Beaming Light. Beaming stands for bold and light, nowhere mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful. Light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, and tactful. Let me put this computer back a little bit. So I started off with Happiness Over Everything with Jhene Aiko featuring Future and Miguel. And I like really just listen to that song. I really like it. But let's get into the topic of this message. So we're going to look at Revelation chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. Happiness over everything. Again, Revelation chapter 4, 1 through 7. Happiness over everything. And as you can see, HOE, yes. So let's get into, welcome to my channel where I talk about my personal experiences, relate them to song lyrics and the song lyrics to Bible verses. I hope she don't think that I think that she's some kind of hoe. So I didn't change that up. And I really want to talk about heaven on earth. Happiness over everything. There's so many different ways to slice and dice the word hoe. So let's get into it. I hope that you don't think that I think that she's some kind of hoe. Y'all know where they got that from? That is from Andre 3000 and Love Before. I'm sorry, Before. The Love Below. And they're like he's doing a skit, and they wake up the next morning and she's like, shh, he must think I'm a hoe. And then Andre 3000 responds, like she's talking to herself in her head, right? And the Andre 3000, and he's talking to himself in the head. He's like, man, I hope she don't think that I think that she's some kind of hoe. I mean, I don't give nothing. I don't care about giving up on the first night. That just let me know she knows what she want out of life, right? But I say this to say that this is kind of going to be like one of those women's videos. Actually, a man too, because I think men can be hoes as well. So they took that sound bite and they made a song out of it, which is beautiful because that's like a great message in Andre 3000, The Love Below. I'm gonna post it as well in the description box. But getting into it, so I'm not sure if you guys realize, I got chills. I'm sure you are, because it's an adult channel, and I feel as if when a woman has dated and lived her life, this term automatically is thrown at her. You know what I mean? Like, this term has a very negative connotation, right? And so this term is thrown at her. It doesn't, and what this is what I mean. Like, you have good people, good women, good men that may have this term thrown as a label towards them, but it doesn't necessarily fit their character. That's not who they are, right? So because you have dated and lived your life, sometimes people will take that and flip it on you and say, well, you know, you a hoe because you blah, blah, blah. Whatever you did, right? It doesn't even matter because it's your past. You're not there anymore. But even in your past, you were just living, you were dating. But this term has been thrown around a lot, and I can confidently confirm that it has been thrown in my direction as well. So I think it's a very important thing to discuss how men use sex to weaponize a woman, to keep her in a certain box, in a certain position where everybody else's view of her changes because of this one word. Think about that. Everybody's view of this woman changes completely because of one word. However, if you are a good person, you stand in your moral character and your values and your integrity, you know that term doesn't fit you. So you just let it go. And for the most part, you don't feel the need to address anybody about what you did because you're an adult. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying go out there and just make wild decisions, make reckless decisions. No, what I'm saying is that you're an adult and you have the right to conduct yourself how you will want to be conducted. So it really bothers me. I'm not gonna say it really bothers me. What I'm gonna say is annoying. It's annoying because the women who are getting this label don't deserve it. While you have women who are actually stepping out in their marriages, cheating on their husband. Now that's what Chris Brown said. These hoes ain't loyal. Like, hoes are not loyal. Hoes are not loyal to anybody but themselves. And this is what's intriguing about you, Sonnies. What's intriguing about you is that because you're loyal, you're honest, you're faithful, you stand in your integrity and your good moral fiber and values, you don't allow it to concern you. And honestly, I am going to adopt it into my vocabulary, and I'm going to switch it up. Because yes, it may be, some men may say heaven on earth, right? Some people, like Jhene Aiko, she's saying happiness over everything. So I'm going to adopt it and put it into a Bible sense. And to be a hoe is to honestly observe everyone, or honestly observing everyone. Honestly observing everyone. This is a definition of hoe you're going to use moving forward. You're honestly observing everyone. And this is what I mean by this. People throw that term at you, right? Like I said, to keep you boxed in, to keep you in a certain position. But you know that's not you. You're just honestly observing everyone. So before you are able to, I guess, in a sort of sense, defend yourself, you have already this negative label on you, the stigmatized label. But you know that's not you because you're just honestly observing everyone. You're taking your time getting to know people as you move forward in this next phase, this next level. You can't put yourself in a position where you're jeopardizing things or you're a liability because you are just honestly observing everyone. And you see how quick they were to throw that label out at you, but now all of their stuff is out. I'm talking about wives cheating on husbands. I'm talking about outside families. I'm talking about men. Child. I'm talking about husbands sleeping with men. Y'all, I don't think y'all hear me. I'm talking about pedos being found out. I'm talking about they had to. And what's crazy about it? That's the only thing they could call you. That's it. And you know you're not that, so it's like, okay. That's it. It could say you crazy. It could say you a crazy asshole. They could say whatever they want to say about you. But you know that's not you. You know that's not you. You know that you are just honestly observing everyone. Because I'm going to tell you something. When the hoes are around, like the ones that be out here doing the most, you gonna know they around. Because they have to talk a lot. They have to prove themselves and their worth. They can't just sit back and be quiet and observe. They have to be the main attraction. And this is why also you get this label. Because you take away their attention without even saying anything. Your presence alone, you just sit there and people are magnetized. They're drawn to you. You don't have to say a word. They automatically are just drawn to you. Have you ever been at a friend's house, a restaurant, and like you may be sitting down, right? And there's no one around you, but everyone starts coming to where you're at because you're magnetic. You draw people in. The only thing that they can weaponize and say about you is that you're a hoe. That's it. But you know you're not. And not only do you know that, but the people who know you and truly love you and respect you, they know that as well. And they have been standing up for you. Ain't God good? Because since all of their business has hit the airways, y'all, when I tell you it's the child. Oh yeah, you call me that, fine. You call me that. But I know I'm not because I don't have that behavior. I don't need to seek attention from other people. Attention is already automatically given to me. because I respect myself. Guess who cares? You've done certain things, whatever. Everybody has made mistakes. You're not your past. You are not that person. But hoe is the only term they can give you to make you look bad. Hoe and curse. That's it. That's it. But it's like, since the truth is out, who's really crazy and who's a hoe? All that attack, all that coming for you, and we know the truth. Who is crazy and who's the real hoe? Child, y'all don't hear me today. I'm telling y'all. Honestly, observing everyone. You're not passing judgment, because that's not your place. You might not agree with people do. You may have an opinion about it, but you're not going to judge anybody on it. You're not going to hold their character on it. You're going to just allow it just to, whatever. Bless you, Sebastian sneeze. Somebody's getting some blessings. You just allow it just to roll off your back. I think it's funny because it's like, this is the oldest, lamest trick in the book. Is to say somebody a hoe. Well, you know, she do this, and you know, you heard you heard about, and I heard, you ain't hear nothing. Y'all, this term has been thrown at me. I've had people lie and say they have done things with me that they have not done. And this started in college. And I wasn't even doing, like, college, no. I was, not until, like, I had a boyfriend later on, but no. People want to, this is the only term people can throw at you because they don't know anything else about you. That's it. That's all they know. They know who you dated, that's it. They don't know nothing else about it. And because you really didn't care about those relationships, not to say that, you know, you didn't have care or concern for the people. It's just more of the fact that you knew those relationships weren't built to last. You knew those relationships or those dating experiences was something that you just need to learn. You need to learn the lessons through that, right? So, because you're open about that, but you're closed off about a lot of other things. Remember I said, like, I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing information because my goal or my desire is to assist you and help you figure out how you can move forward in life and become a better person. I just want to be a little catalyst to spark and invoke your change. Also, the way you look at yourself. Don't allow what people decide what label they want to give you affect you, because that's not who you are. If they call you stupid, do not let that affect you, because you're not. If they call you poor, don't let it affect you, because you're not. Stand in who you are. Stand in your truth. Stand in your integrity. You're not poor. You're just lacking a little bit of finances right now, but you're going to be right back. You're going to get right back. You'll be all right. You're not lonely. You're just choosing to sit down for a while and figure some things out, but you'll be back. You see what I'm saying? You're not stupid. Maybe you weren't educated in a certain area that somebody is well versed in, but you can understand and know the material, or I shouldn't even say stupid, I should say ignorant. Because a lot of people use the word stupid to mean ignorant, and ignorant is literally just a lack of information. Stupid is saying that I can give you the information, but you're still not going to understand it. And I really don't even like that word, because people have disabilities and delays and deficits that may hinder their ability to understand, right? So that's what you got? That's what you came up? Yo, I'm looking at the clock like it's been 3-4 years. This what you came up with? You've been doing this all these years, and this is what you came up. This is the best you could come up with. It's disappointing. It's like the Mean Girls playbook. It's disappointing. Yo. You are honestly observing everyone. This is why you're honestly observing everyone, because you understand your assignment. You understand what you're here to do. You understand that God put you here for a reason. You understand that those seasons had to come to an end. You understand that that chapter has to be closed. That book has to be closed. You were done. You were done with those things. And now because you're moving into something new, a new season, a new beginning, a new level, however you want to look at it, new doors are being opened. This is your time to experience your heaven on earth. So they want to call you a hoe. Okay. You's a hoe. Hoe! Make it make sense. Do you see the projection? So if somebody is cheating on their husband, but you call me the hoe, it's kind of like, baby, ain't you cheating on your husband? If somebody's husband is cheating on them in the same marriage, with the same sex because he's on the down low, sir, you calling me a hoe, but you're on the down low. Everything was to take the heat off of them and what they were doing and throw it at you. And this was the huge distraction they created, y'all. You a hoe. Isn't it hilarious? This is what they could come up with. 4 years. I'm not sure. Some of y'all been going through it longer than that. And this is what they came up with. Houseway. Make it make sense, way. Let's look at Revelation chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. After this, I looked out, and behold, a door was open in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come here hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. And he that saw was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne, and sight like unto an emerald. And round about the throne were 24 seats. And upon the seats I saw and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and the thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal. And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind. And the first beast was like a lion, and the second beast was like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle. You are soaring too high. You're soaring too high. Like, your altitude right now is too high. Your frequency is too high. Your vibe is too high. Your energy is too pure to even entertain that. That's what you want me to entertain? Y'all hear the birds out there chirping, confirming things? This doesn't even make any sense to entertain, because all you had to do was walk off, say your truth, and everything is, y'all. But you have to keep vibing high. You have to keep flying above. You have to keep going above and beyond. Not necessarily with like your actions, because you already have a great character. You already have good moral values. It's just more of a, like, you have to continue just to rise above the pettiness. I get it. I'd be like you. I want to participate in the petty. But the petty is that they called you this name. You know, somebody called me a bitch one day, and I was like, thank you. because thank you. Because I'm trying not to be sweet anymore. Not to say I want to, this is what I should say. I'm trying not to allow people to take my kindness for weakness. So you call me a monster, you can call me petty, you could call me a bitch, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, I learned a long time ago. Shouts out to Tyler Perry. He said this in the Medea play. It's not, no, yeah, and on movies. It's not what they call you. It's what you answer to. And they're answering it. They're answering to it. Somebody DM's been busy. God just said that. Somebody DM's been busy. Y'all, I'm gonna say it. God said, say it. God said, I wasn't gonna say it. God said, somebody has been messing around with somebody else's childhood friend for a long time. As some sort of revenge. You cheat who you got access to, I guess. But you're the hoe. One time this girl, she's, and this is how you know your friends ain't, these people ain't your friends. One time somebody, the old people out there, whatever, someone invited me to go to like this event. And so I went, me and another friend. And the girl who we met there that I knew through the mutual friend, the same mutual friend that yeah. She was like, she told the mutual friend, like, oh, they were acting like thoughts. And I was like, oh, okay. But here's the real issue with that. We weren't acting like that. No one has seen me. No. Here's the thing. People call you a hoe when you get attention that they really want. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if their exes are checking for you, then you the hoe but you can't. I can't help who if your old exes are trying. What you want me to do about that? Just like I can't help if one of my exes is attracted to one of my friends or my cousin. Like there's nothing I can do about that. People are grown. People gonna do what they want to do. They are going to do whatever they want to do. So why bring somebody else down in the process because you are feeling some type of way? Because you want to tarnish somebody's image because you're not happy with yourself. See, the reason they call you a hoe is because they are true hoes and unhappy. Well, something is happening right now. And very unhappy. They don't have happiness over everything. It's a facade. It's fake. It's an illusion. And since all of their truth came out, they're all exposed. Now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're trying to do damage control. And it's like, it's too late. It's too late. Guys already called judgment on your enemies. Because you really gave God an honest observation of everyone. You gave him an honest observation of everyone. And when you gave God that honest observation of everyone, he was like, I see it too. Sometimes we get caught up in trying to get people to believe what we're saying when we don't even have to say anything. All you gotta do is say your truth and move on, and it's gonna be revealed immediately. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to start an argument with people. You don't have to go back and forth and prove a point. No, this ain't the court of law. You don't have anything to prove to them. You have to prove it to yourself because you here doing God's work. So you always going to honestly observe everything. When they got a problem with them, tell them, I don't give a shit. Because my happiness is over everything. And that's Sunny Vibes on that. BB Mind Community, spread light and positivity. Pay it forward with a random act of kindness. Pray it forward. I love you, Sunnies. I'm grateful. Please feel free to like or share this message. Subscribe to the channel. And let's close out with a prayer. God, thank you for allowing us to be hoes, where we are honestly observing everything. We give a great assessment. We understand the situation. We understand why we are here. We ask that you continue to move us forward in your purpose, ordering our steps in your word. And we ask that, just continue to keep us on a high vibration, on a high frequency. We love you, God. We enjoy connecting with you. We want to keep up doing your will through love. We ask this prayers in Jesus' name. Amen, sonnies. And until next time, yo ho.